what's up, guys? This is Daria from HEELKAIJU, and we're back for another Cinematic Destruction. Today, we'll be reviewing Sorry to Bother You.
Let's all go to the lobby. 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 Let's all go to the lobby.
Sorry to Bother You is a movie written and directed by Boots Riley, starring Lakeith Stanfield and Tessa Thompson. And my goodness, I was not expecting what I got out of this.
No, neither was I.
I wasn't expecting it. I have been following the grassroots campaign trying to get this movie out there from film festival all the way to the big screen for a while now, following it on my Twitter feed. Everybody's been giving it rave reviews. It's got a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, 80 on Metacritic, and it definitely deserves it.
It does, yeah.
This movie is surprising in all of the best ways. I'm already giving you my score. I don't give a damn. I already love it. I already loved it. Just to give you a spoiler, I love this movie. I absolutely love this movie. But this movie, Sorry to Bother You, is about Cassius Green, played by Lakeith Stanfield, and he is a bright man, but also kind of a slacker. He hasn't found his purpose, he hasn't found his niche, and therefore he's lacking a lot of the motivation that you would see. But he's a man who ultimately wants to do right, not just by his own family or himself, but also by his girlfriend, played by Tessa Thompson. I actually can't remember the character's name, but she is also a damn trip in all the best ways. Detroit. Yeah, her name is Detroit. That's just to tell you where this movie is going. Her name is Detroit.
I thought that was a good idea, though, to name her Detroit.
I did, too. The reasoning for the name is also kind of funny. I'm not going to give you any spoilers for any jokes or anything like that, because you really have to come see this movie. It is just outstanding to me. It is basically like an episode of Atlanta turned up to 11.
Basically, it's Atlanta on steroids.
It's Atlanta on steroids.
If you've ever seen Atlanta.
Yeah, if you've ever seen Atlanta on FX, this is basically that. But Lakeith Stanfield doesn't seem to reprise the same role as he did in Atlanta. He actually shows a lot of his range, telling a great story. He carries this movie just with his mannerisms, his reactions, just his ability to act and really, basically steal the scene, even in some of the more muted. Even in his more muted performance on the screen, he steals the scene. Like, whenever he's there, you're going to be paying attention to him just to see what he says and what he does. And that is something I did not expect.
It was actually refreshing. It was very refreshing to see, because I was a little nervous about the movie. A little nervous. Then I went to see it.
Why were you nervous?
I don't know. I just know of his character from Atlanta, and he does good in that. I just wanted him to shine, and he did that. That's exactly what he did.
Honestly, I'm kind of nervous too, not in that same kind of way, but because I've seen a lot of these. As I said, there's been a groundswell of, naturalized, just grassroots campaigning just to get everybody to come see this movie. And I guess we're a part of that now, because we're saying go see it. But it didn't have like the same big, massive budget in terms of getting everybody to notice the film and get it ready for everybody to come out and see it.
I don't think it needed the budget, to be quite honest.
It definitely didn't. It definitely didn't need it. But like,
did.
it's going to be one of those sleeper hits that not a lot of people might know about. Off jump, people are going to probably hear about it from word of mouth or seeing a lot of the high critical praise that it's been getting. As I said, 95 on Rotten Tomatoes, 80 on Metacritic. Everybody's been giving it rave reviews. And usually whenever you get some of these sleeper indie hits, it's kind of hit or miss with them. You tend to get like, okay, well, it's good, but it's kind of an acquired taste, that kind of a mentality surrounding it. But this definitely hit. It reminds me of that movie Dope that came out a few years ago, where again it got a lot of those the indie push to make it a big movie, but not a lot of people saw it, and it was kind of good but not great. This is definitely something that appeals to everyone. Matter of fact, we got into the movie theater and it was very, very fair-skinned in terms of the audience makeup. We even had, I don't know why, this is one of the weirdest things that I've ever seen, but we even had one guy sit in front of us who had a Make America Great Again shirt on, and we're like, why are you here? Why are you here, sir? And he stayed through the whole movie. I don't know why. Still don't know why. But hey, whatever floats your boat, Trump man. But anyway, this movie really hit a lot of notes, hit a lot of interesting notes. It's something that I wasn't expecting, and that's what really hit me. I was expecting just the usual things that you saw from the trailer. Okay, we're going to be dealing with code switching. We're going to be dealing with just the way that we have to, as Black people in America, have to have that secondary level of ourselves that we have to produce and put up a front for to be more palatable in certain situations, certain business situations. And that's what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be a movie just about that, but this movie really touched upon everything from class warfare to just socialism and capitalism and social activism in and of itself, to the way workers' rights. It hit every single note.
Another thing you can appreciate from this movie is it had its jokes, but it had its jokes in the right places.
Oh yeah.
And although it was a lot of jokes, they weren't gimmicky jokes. They were solidified jokes, and you were like, what the hell is going on right now? It was just from start to end jokes.
Oh yeah.
But they were all in the right places. They didn't wear you out. They weren't gimmicky. They weren't stupid. They were just like, what?
Yeah, just like Atlanta.
Sense.
Just like Atlanta, it created a very surrealist world around it. Not really a spoiler, but there's a game show called I Got the Shit Kicked Out of Me. And that's just a show that exists there. And it fits the conceit of the movie to where it doesn't feel out of place, but it in and of itself is both a joke and a commentary on media in our world.
Right.
And there's a lot of that going on where it's not so in your face to where, okay, yeah, message, I get it, but it's there like in the background and it feels like a part of the world without it, taking the movie to a halt.
Yeah.
And making you go, okay, this is what they're trying to say. It's like, no, it's just, that's now a part of the world. And everything fits that same mentality. You're going to be hit with a lot of jokes, as she said, in the right places.
Yeah.
To where it doesn't tire you out and it doesn't make light of every single situation, to where you don't take a look at the seriousness of the message. But at the same time, you're also not hit with so much seriousness that it becomes dour. That's really what this movie does a damn good job about doing. It's like, I'm going to hit you with a message, but you're going to enjoy everything about this world.
Yeah.
You're really going to enjoy it, and it's going to feel real. It's going to feel like it's organic. You're a part. There you go. It's going to feel absolutely organic. Tessa Thompson did an amazing job in her role.
Yeah, she did.
She plays Detroit, very artsy girl, and just like she's really playing the moral compass of the movie.
Yeah, her and what's his name, Lakeith?
Lakeith Stanfield.
Yeah, Lakeith. They played well with each other. They played off of each other, and they did it so fanatically. It was just like
there's a lot of chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of chemistry between
works.
the two. And the supporting actors in this movie also absolutely handled their
especially
job.
Terry Crews.
Oh yeah, Terry Crews.
He had like this bit part, but he still made a presence that I remembered him to the end of the movie.
Yeah, that definitely hit. As I said, everybody has been doing a great job. The message was great. It reminds me of I'm showing my age a little bit here. There was a movie that came out in 1991, Living Large. I was only about 5 when that movie came out, but it was basically it puts me in the same vein as that, about a young black kid who finds his niche and threatens to lose his identity through trying to whitewash the person that he is to be more palatable to an outside audience. And this is kind of the same thing. You have the same kind of bright young black man who has to completely create a secondary identity of themselves just to be accepted and to succeed in this particular world. And there are so many beats in there where you're like, okay, I know he's going to lose his way, but it doesn't feel so telegraphed. It feels like just becomes a part of the natural progression in this particular very surreal world. Everything in this movie is just on 10 until you get to the end when they turn it up to 11. The climax is in freaking insane.
Did you say when they turn it up to 11? I think
turn
it
it
was
up to
way
11.
past 11.
Way past 11.
I think they turned it up way past
Jesus
11.
Christ. I want to talk about the end of this movie so badly, but I can't right now because I want y'all to see it.
Yeah,
y'all
no
definitely got to see it. No
unfortunately.
spoilers. No spoilers. But yeah, Boots Riley created the perfect world for this. Definitely, you have to go see it. D, tell me, hook a brother up. Tell me what you got for this particular movie.
I would have to give it 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Close to Black Panther, if I'm being frank about it.
Damn.
And I think the last movie I did that to was Game Night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game Night was good. Game Night was good. I didn't fully agree with you, but
but Game Night was
gave
good.
it to you.
Yeah, but this one I'm gonna have to say, it's up there with Black Panther. It really is.
I waffled hard. I loved everything about this. There were so many scenes in here where I damn near cried laughing.
Yeah.
And the audience was captivated from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And I was not expecting that, because everything about this movie just seemed like it would be kind of niche, but it appealed to everybody in the audience, to where everybody was laughing, everybody was just like chuckling and, making remarks without, feeling like they were trying to take over the movie.
Yeah.
But there was, I really have no notes for it. It maybe sort of felt long to get to the end.
I don't agree with that. I think it was appropriate.
I'm just saying, like, maybe, just maybe, like I'm trying to be as critical as I possibly can.
I know,
to this,
but
and nitpicky as I possibly can
hard.
for this. But it is very hard, because I wanted to sit in this world and see these characters. I wanted this to be a series. Like, let this be a series.
I hope they make a part 2, to be quite honest.
Because Jesus, I enjoy this.
They should make a part 2, and I think, make a part 2, keep the same characters, and just take it from there.
But I waffled because I was like, I give it a 4, because I want to be as hard on this movie as possible, because I loved it so much. I wanted to be as critical about this movie, but there's really nothing I can genuinely give a bad score about, because I laughed when I was supposed to laugh. I felt when I was supposed to feel. Everything from the beginning. There was no dead spots in this movie.
No,
because everything was driving toward a particular end. It didn't feel like it was going to get to any part where it was like, okay, you could have cut that out or anything like that. So you know what? Forget it. I give it 5 stars. That's my 5-star review right there. I have to give it to it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go see it.
Yeah, you have to go see it.
It'll make your day so much better, I promise.
This past Friday, it opened up to a much more wider release. We had to drive all the way out to Memphis. Okay, so we where we live right now in bumblefuck nowhere, Mississippi, just outside of Memphis. Like, we get a lot of the major releases, but 9 times out of 10, if we're gonna get like a very, very critical black ass movie like this, we're not gonna be able to just drive down the street. We gotta drive 40 minutes just to try to catch it. Yeah. And we had to drive 40 minutes to get to the Paradiso to catch this movie. I remember having to do that for everything from The Art of Rap to I Am Not Your Negro. Like, they don't want us to survive out here in bumblefuck nowhere. But go ahead, give it a shot. Go watch it right now. It's fun. It's surreal. It is outlandish. It is funny and hilarious as hell. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love everything about it. You're gonna even love the politics about this movie. You got anything else, D?
No.
Go see it. Deuces.